we are going to see Captain Thomas versus Eltrevador here. I'm going to adjust the screens that I have prepared for us just really quickly. And Civ Draft is on now. So, home maps for Eltrevador here is going to be Monkey Arena or Jungle Arena. I can never remember these names. And then Banano Cove for Captain Thomas, actually. Civilizations for Captain Thomas: Franks, Goths, Byzantines, and Lithuanians. And then Eltrevador has Aztecs, Cumans, Persians, and Berbers. So a very interesting mix here for this best of three momentarily.
Sweet. I mean, Captain Thomas looks super strong in the one set we've seen from him so far. We've seen nothing from Eltrevador. For the sake of excitement, let's assume that they're evenly matched. They very well might be. I know nothing about them. But I am digging the home map selections for sure. Always love to see Arena in there.
Yeah, I believe we saw admin win for Eltrevador in the first rounds.
A decisive admin win for Eltrevador.
Yeah. So we haven't really seen him, so that adds to the intrigue, really, and we'll see where he goes from here. But nonetheless, he is up against Captain, who is slightly higher seed, but only by a few. It's C7 against C10 here. So.
And honestly, dude, the seeds mean nothing.
Of course. Diving into game one here, I'm going to go in 3, 1. And we have Franks for Captain Thomas on Jungle Arabia. Not a surprise. A Civ that I honestly expect to see more on the Civ draft moving forward, to be honest. And then Berbers, a crowd-funded favorite around here. The discounted Night Camel stable production altogether really has done wonders for people around lately.
Yeah, and I got to comment, Eltrevador's TC here is like shockingly close to the edge of the map. I feel like you don't see this in your modern Arabias.
Yeah, and Captain Thomas benefiting from it not being so close with stones and golds and potentially a very simple wall up to the town center here, doing so much for him. Woodlines will be his biggest issue, but honestly, both players don't mind their maps.
Yeah, you say that you prefer the TC farther away. I love having it tight up against the edge of the map. It's the strongest wall nature can provide.
True. But his res meaning most of it's forward then in that position.
He has one gold that's reasonably wallable. At the end of the day, wood and gold and a little bit of farm space is all you need.
Fair argument. Berbers as well. Would expect some early scout builds, same as Frank's. And honestly, Frank berry bonus. I believe, even though it was nerfed, it's still highly underrated. And I think definitely been beneficial, mostly on banana. But we are going to see Franks here. No banana in this best of 3. So it's going to be interesting to see where people are playing Civs come the semifinals and the finals. Best of 7s. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we only have 8 or 9 maps in the as it is.
Are 9 maps in the pool.
Yeah, so honestly, I would expect that we probably will see a lot of maps that you're familiar with seeing, but haven't seen a whole lot of. Consider Banbara and Banana even. I guess we haven't seen Banana much lately either.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm ready for every map in this pool.
It's going to be exciting. Really looking forward to it. I already have a co-caster lined up for Jabari's next set. And maybe if Jabari makes the finals, I can convince Hitch to join me for the finals. But we'll see.
Who's the co-caster? You can't just tease that.
Tech Chariot will be joining again.
Okay, cool.
You kind of blew us a short one, Jabari. So I felt bad. He cleared his evening plans and actually cut his team game stream out early to join us. And then it was such a quick set.
Indeed. I mean, I do appreciate Akal's participation in the tournament. I mean, I'll just, like I was saying before, man, I'll chalk it up to GG by Elo, man. The psychological advantage that having an overwhelming Elo, difference makes is huge. But note that Akal was actually the better seed. He was higher rated at time of sign up.
Yeah, I mean, the seeding that we used was not going to be perfect, and we understood that going into it, but it has provided quite an interesting number of sets, and I wouldn't change it at all. I think it's been wonderful.
I think it's fine, man. Yeah. For sure.
And, this is looking pretty streamlined here for both players. Not sure we're going to see any fast click-ups, though. Not pushing deer for either player thus far that I've seen.
There was an instant deer push from Captain Thomas, but just one.
Well, we'll see if he can get up here. A lot of Vills on that board will be slightly short. He will queue another Vill, and it will be potentially a 20 pop. We'll have Loom after, so not as short as I thought it was going to be honest.
Yep, I mean, these are both looking like pretty clean Arabia builds. These players are giving me a lot of hope that they actually are evenly massed, as Eltrevador puts 2 on gold, getting Loom now. Eltrevador is very likely going to open Archers, actually.
Yep, and the monkey here for Eltrevador is around, but nothing has occurred just yet. Barracks being dropped just now for the captain, and is already up on the other side here.
Yeah, and I just got to comment. I'll only say this once. I'm pretty sure that Eltrevador's name is like Eltrevador in Spanish, and we're like just mispronouncing it so horribly as Eltrevador. But I'm cool to rock Eltrevador here.
Listen, there's never been a claim on this channel that we are good at pronunciation. All right, like it's just part of our style. All right,
Dude, I think we're.
Geo literally changed his name to Geo because we refused to pronounce his whole name.
I think we're nailing it with Verstort, man. I think Verstort would say that we're passively pronouncing his German name.
Let's hope so. But nonetheless, yeah. Eltrevador.
Eltrevador, probably. Just rock Eltrevador, like I'm saying. It's funny, dude. It's cool.
Both players walling up here, looking pretty good. I like the walls here from Eltrevador. He's also gone into Militia. Not something that you would expect. This will be a Man-at-Arms play, I think.
Interesting. Man-at-Arms, full wall. He is going to possibly just try and Castle H this behind the Man-at-Arms. I like it.
Yeah, I would say the same. Drush FC. Well, Man-at-Arms, I guess so. What do they call this build? Man-at-Arms into FC.
Yeah, I guess you can call it that.
I don't know. I don't know the quick acronym for it here.
I don't know either, dude. I mean, I don't do anything besides 2 range archers with stone walls. You know that.
Yes, I am aware of that one. We'll see what damage it does. As Eltrevador is going Man-at-Arms, it's on their way across the map. There is spears in defense. So,
ooh, what a horrible misread, honestly. Those spears are total wastes, man.
Yeah, and it's only 1 thus far, but the Man-at-Arms are here. Monkey did go down for Eltrevador, but it doesn't matter. The Man-at-Arms should find a Vill kill here, as thus far it's gone unnoticed. And a stable producing scouts, it does get noticed, so he will be running the Vills. And some attempted quick walls. He still needs to hit this one. Looks like he did a fine job. Good reactions.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a little dicey though, man. Like Men-at-Arms, they just work those palisades pretty hard. It can actually be quite challenging to keep this quick wall up.
Yeah, but I think he'll probably bring his scouts back once he sees full walled. Try to deal with this, and the spear will distract and buy a little bit of time. It's gonna be important for him to deal with this Man-at-Arms way though.
Yep. And it appears Eltrevador did successfully full wall out the scouts. That's huge, man. Like, walls counter scouts pretty totally.
Yep, and it is going to be a 2-range archer play, it looks like, behind this. So, heavy feudal commitment.
Yep. As these Men-at-Arms, they're kind of just patrolling around, scouting. Honestly, there's no damage for them to find aside from that wood line. It would have been smart for them to hang back there and just batter the palisades.
And now they're approaching the town center, and this is noticed by Captain. Take some valuable HP off of those men-at-arms, and losing that hurts. 20 HP gone. Scouts will pressure with the monkey, so these walls could crumble very quickly if we're not being careful here, and a lot of attention needs to be on the front here. Honestly, he's going to have to drop more walls behind this to keep it out. This is a heavy commitment, Scouts.
I think it will get through because of the monkey, man. The monkey increases the rate at which they come through the walls so much. I don't know, man. There's a reason I stonewall. It requires so much attention to detail to constantly patch things up and repair. As it looks like Captain Thomas is going for a trap on the men-at-arms, actually, back at his own wood line.
Tempted, but no dice. Nice move, nice try, though. I like it, I appreciate it. Archers have yet to move out here, and honestly, I think if he's not going to move them out, he should just spawn them within his walls and chase the scouts here.
Maybe. I mean, depends how comfortable he is microing them. As soon as he gets fletching, he could pretty easily fight anything on the map with those archers.
True. He does have 7 of them in the archery ranges, so there's a good possibility that could do something for him here. That monkey is just violent in its noises. My goodness.
Indeed, he is furious for sure.
As far as eco upgrades, though, they are in favor of the captain, who is getting very close to clicking up here, and he is going to manage to get a mining camp on this goal.
Yep, overall, neither player has really taken considerable damage. Eltrevador is behind 2 vills in just pure TC idle time. That's nothing huge, but I guess that is the difference maker at this point, though. These players seem closely enough matched that I think it will come down to strategy, fights, things like that, and a couple of vills and feudal age is kind of just going to be a wash.
Yeah, and somehow he's kept everything out of here, and he's doing a good job to wall it behind this. He won't need houses for a very long time at this rate, which is kind of beneficial to him. But, we'll see if he gets in. This is going to be a difficult spot to wall. Looks like maybe he's got it close enough here. Can't tell if there's a hole in between those, but I honestly think there might be.
It's possible, but notably, man, the archers are absent. The archers are across the map, man.
They are so they are headed forward.
And I don't think Captain Thomas knows about these. These and Eltrevador's all up. As Eltrevador is the first one to take massive damage. The hole is real. He has nothing to answer these scouts with.
Luckily, they are walking into the town center right now, sitting directly under it for a second. As the archers arrive on the gold, it is 40 vills to 38 right now. We'll see where the damage comes out, as the archers can just run gold vills away. Ultimately, no, it didn't work out too badly.
I mean, it's an uncomfortable position for Eltrevador. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, no. He was so focused on defending the scouts. He just threw his 7 feudal archers. That was everything.
Yeah, and
similarly though, Captain Thomas did throw half his scouts. At the end of the day, man,
even. Just Castle Age is the big difference here.
It is even-ish, for sure.
Castle Age coming for the captain. It's all the events occurring there. We were unable to catch that one in time, but ultimately, a lot of idle vills here for Eltrevador as well. So we'll see if he can get those working again. 3 scouts. Don't see any holes, but I mean, possible.
Yeah. And we have another player who goes to Le Age des Chateaux. You know, man, another one of these French players here.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I actually was on Sato's stream the other day, and Captain Thomas was playing a team game. Same game with him, so not sure if they are in the French Discord playing these games or what, but playing with some high-level players on team games, not a bad way to go. Not a bad way to go at all.
What a smurf, man. What a smurf. JK. Yeah.
Knights start to stream across your map here, and honestly, Castle Age 2.5 minutes behind. More archers in production here, and a very cramped little base defend. As a forward siege work, this is what I would love to see. I love it. Captain coming forward. He's going to pressure as best he can here, and these knights will undoubtedly be in the base here. So there's a scout here, and more knights coming across the map. Expecting no pressure. 3 archers headed out.
Yeah, you say undoubtedly, but that scout had like 1 HP, so rewalling behind is possible. But Eltrevador, he's in a tough spot here. He's definitely not dead, but he's going to enter the Castle Age versus an opponent who already has a forward siege workshop and a lot of knights out.
Yeah, the biggest thing is he needs stables. Getting them up. We'll need those camels. We'll need those upgrades. Doesn't have any upgrades, no bloodlines, or upgrades of any kind. And we'll have Scorpion. What? Scorpion? Alright, expecting Spear here?
Archer, I don't know, man. Scorpions have become an increasingly popular choice, it seems, just as your default siege unit. I mean, honestly, Eltrevador has shown a strong desire to go archers. He's gone 2 ranges. Scorpions would perform fine against that. As these knights come in, these knights will go unanswered. The score lead is starting to look pretty dominant.
Yeah, and there are 7 knights that are with +2 already. It's gonna be hard to defend this.
Yep. Honestly, like a couple monks could really help turn the tide here. The knights are just not caring at all about this TC damage. And rightfully so, especially if they can pick the camel numbers. It's worth it for them to be under here. He knows his opponent to just hit this age, and it's his only TC. He's idling all the farms. Captain Thomas, man, is looking like a pretty sophisticated player now. Maybe since hearing you say that he plays team games with Sito, I'm feeling like he's honestly got some next-level sauce.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I saw a bunch of them, just the one. But in seeing that, I expect they were in the French Discord. They were all in voice chat, speaking French, which I don't understand, but hey. It's interesting nonetheless. And the camel numbers are growing, but with no upgrades. I guess bloodlines and +1 defense came in. Still extremely outmassed, and there are monks and spearmen here with scorpions. And behind this, looks like we have the walls completing for Captain and getting some eco upgrades. Only 1 TC though, which honestly feels pretty good here with all this forward aggression, considering he's not floating any wood at the moment either. And he's in a pretty commanding position.
Yeah. Captain Thomas is covering all his bases with this army. This army counters every smaller army that could conceivably exist. And there's like numerous different units in here that counter the camels.
Yeah, I honestly think Eichmann would be spectacular here as well. You have the res for it, you might as well grab it with all these spearmen on the field. 6 of them now available, 5 after the TC snipes 2 of them. The camels melt to them as well, so we'll see what we see here. More camels in production, but only 3 more of them, and that cost a lot of wood to get the gold for that, for the food for that here as well. Market price is already quite expensive on food.
Indeed. Yeah, Eltrevador, though, I mean, he's actually building the camel mass. He has bloodlines in the first armor. He is behind rather considerably, though, in Vils at this point, and that is pretty much just due to Eco KD. Eltrevador's doing a lot of things right here, man, but Captain Thomas, I mean, he's just taking the fight literally to Eltrevador's TC, and the idle time and Vil losses are just too much.
Yep, pikemen and scale mail armor coming in as well, and there are 3 monks here to try to grab some conversions. TC's under threat. Max res has been spent here. Eltrevador is running out of time, space, and resources in the bank here. Does
he
get
actually,
+1 attack.
dude, yeah, in this moment, it looks like he would actually win the straight-up fight. Maybe it's time to just take it.
Yeah, looks like he's going to try to snipe What, the
The
monks?
monks. The monks, man. If the monks go down, I think it's actually Eltravator's fight. And it looks
Yeah.
like one conversion only came in. Two conversions. Okay, that's a little bad. I would have just stuck out the engagement. Given the score difference, man, you kind of have to assume that your position is only going to get worse unless you take some sort of decisive fight. The monks use their juice. You
Yeah.
plausibly can win this fight. You kind of just have to take it, even if you think you're going to lose, which he is.
Yeah, he takes it. He does what he can, but he will go down here to the captain. Pretty good, convincing stuff here from both players. Really, the hold was not in a bad way, taking too much damage early and so much later up. Really winning the game here for the captain. And no, we're gonna go to Eltrevador's home map. I didn't update the scoreboard. This is just a best of 3, and it is the round of 16. Step out and that for a quick second because it's going to drive me nuts, and people may ask about it on occasion. So let's fix that real quick. But nonetheless, Captain taking game number 1 here. We'll load up Civs, maps, Frank victory, Berber defeat here. Eltrevador has Arena in his back pocket. You have Aztecs, Cubans, and Persians for him up against Goths, Lithuanians. I haven't looked at this yet. I don't know what the next game is, but I feel like Aztecs are probably what we're gonna see here.
I mean, Aztecs would be the most conventional arena pick. I'm not seeing a strong case for Cumans or Persians. Some players do like Cumans. They actually have a variety of unique strats they can go for on arena. It's possible that Eltravator is going to mind game himself and think that Captain Thomas is going for Lithuanians or Goths and somehow imagine that Persians would be the best pick. I have no idea, man. People make some weird Civ choices.
Indeed, they do. Happened here. Seem to have. Okay. Here's game 2. All right.
Yep. And the winner of this set will go on to play Origin of Symmetry. And the winner of that set will go on to play me. So I am potentially spectating my next opponent here.
Yeah, interesting though. I have game 2 labeled and sent to me as Banana Cove, so I must have gotten the home map.
You're the one juggling those racks. I'll let you figure it out.
It is on me. Banana Cove was Eltrevador's home map selection. So apologies for that, guys. But we are loaded in here, and let me pull this up for you.
Yep.
So go. Eltrevador's home map is going to be played here on the Banana Cove, and it will be Persians. If we haven't seen on this map, and I actually am curious how that extra HP on the dock will play out, to be honest.
We actually have seen Persians on this map in this tournament, and I thought it was a bizarre pick then. And really? I think it's a bizarre pick now, man. What is up with players home mapping this and then picking non-water civs? It continues to elude me.
It's a very strange position for sure, but Persians, no doubt the choice here for Eltrevador, and Byzantines for the captain. Byzantines probably the top pick on this map, in my opinion.
I would agree with that. But, you know, if somebody home maps this, I feel like there's a pretty reasonable chance that they are the stronger and more practiced water player. So, especially wanting to see a game 3 on Arena, I'm going to go all in on Eltrevador here. He's my boy for this game.
Well, we always want a game 3, or a game 5, or a game 7, or we can continue. But we always wanted to go to max games. We'll see what happens here. Preparing a home map is definitely an advantage. Persians does feel like a bit of an oddball selection here, given the civs and whatnot that are still available. But, you know, Persians, still viable civ on water, good options on land, and there is limited gold on this map, so we could see that play into fact, late game if Commanderon comes in, although against Byzantines, still not the greatest of changes. The Elite Skirm with full upgrades against bracerless, gold-free crash bows, so to say. It will be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I always say this about the map. If you're picking your Civ for the way they fight on land, you're playing it wrong. I think that the worst Civ, if you win water, you should be able to leverage the water into a land victory. Like, even with like Mayans versus Goths or something, the eco advantage plus the ability to transport, plus the ability to range stuff from the shore. I mean, all those things put together are worth more than any sort of Civ advantage that you think Persians can bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I like Persians though because I feel like a dock with just a few fishing ships out, grabbing some extra food income, then surrendering water and trying to FC behind this can be a really good play. Given the HP on the docks, keep them up for a much longer time frame, and your faster uptime could really get you a win on water here, in my opinion. But we'll see how that works out. See how this is played. Hoping that we don't see another galley opening here for Persians. Don't think that would be recommended in my book, but has been very popular.
More popular than I would expect, for sure. I would assume we're going to see a relatively standard water opening. As I will note, Eltrevador is demonstrating the cleaner water build. 6 Vils on wood throughout Dark Age is what you need to keep constant fishing ship production. Captain Thomas with 8 is almost assuredly going to be later up to feudal. Eltrevador should have the initiative here in the feudal water fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Byzantines, so good, but if they're up later and this is going to be a water fight, could really balance the water game here, even with the Byzantine faster firing ships, may be a bit different.
We will see. I mean, at the end of the day, if Eltrevador is able to go fast up, 3 dock production versus 2 or something like that, the Byzantines faster firing ships, I mean, it's essentially a tiebreaker if both players are matching each other. If one player is able to, like, just bring greater numbers sooner, they will beat Byzantines.
Indeed, indeed. You do have a much faster uptime.
Yo, I gotta shout out. First, I gotta shout out. I will heal you in chat. Thank you for always being there. But I see Banano Hands in chat too, and that's a name I see all over the Banano community. You see him queuing videos on Jungle TV. See him in the subreddit. Thank you very much for stopping by the stream tonight, man.
Yeah, indeed. It was good to have you. Hope you're enjoying a wonderful tournament here. More to come. This is best of 3 here, but looking good here for Eltrevador. Hopefully gonna force that game 3 less. And Eco is a lot different for both players, as I feel like we might actually see a fast castle or something from the captain here.
I think it's just sloppy water play, man. Eltrevador is doing the pro water build, 4 fishing ships, clicked up with 20 villagers. Captain Thomas, I think it's just a rough build, man. He's gonna lose a lot of these fish before he's able to produce his own army. I mean, even at the 1500, 1400 level, there are just some players who aren't water players. And, you know, when you home map a water map like this, you're kind of hoping your opponent is one of those guys. And it looks like Eltrevador is going to bring the early army, and he's going to take this to Game 3 Arena.
It's going to be a fight. I mean, he's up a lot later, over a minute later, and he will be adding the second dock now, but 2 fire galleys rather, will arrive very quickly, and there's a lot of investment on water here. Interesting movement here with all these shorefish being taken as well.
It's way too much on food. In order to compete with Eltrevador here, Captain Thomas would need to remove every single vill from food and put them on wood and gold. I guess he will be able to keep up 3 dock production, but unless he's going for a fast castle, he's just horribly mismanaged his eco here.
Yeah, and yeah, it is the best of 3. This is the last of the round of 16 games. They were quite honestly delayed a long time, but not a professional event, so we have to allow the time necessary. And no problem, Banana Hands. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it again, man.
Yeah, and you know what? For all my praise of Eltrevador, he's 2 docks in the end. He's 2 docks versus 3. He has the early army advantage, but he will be outproduced. If Captain Thomas is able to just keep his early numbers safe, I think Captain Thomas can take pretty decisive advantage here just through production alone.
Yeah, he is going to take out the fish, though. And that's a pretty significant win for him. Not all the fish just yet, but he is adding that 3rd dock now that he's seen his opponent has that as well. So he shouldn't be all that far behind in production. Right now the fireship numbers +1 will shift quickly here, but pulling back the damaged ones for repair, he does send it all the way home for that, will be a very important thing for us to pay attention to here.
Yep, Eltrevador housed as well. Both these guys have hiccups in their build. It could go either way still.
Yep.
As Captain Thomas, though, pulling back the weak one to repair, that's a very good sign, but as he loses 1, oof, this is so close.
Yeah, it's an incredibly close one after the strange start for being so different for both, really. 3 fishing ships did survive for the captain. It is 4, actually it's 4, there's one over here that's barely alive, and ships are being pulled back for repair from both players. Very good to see. Honestly, I just wait for the demos now. Demos can really even out the fight.
Potentially. It's so close, though. Honestly, it's a defender's advantage at this point. Whoever's fighting closer to their dock should be able to bring better numbers. Pretty good exchange here for Captain Thomas. Captain Thomas always pulling back the weak ones to repair. In the end, this will yield so much, as he has this, like a 1 HP fire that's been in the fight for so long.
Oh, it's incredibly close for economy as well. Both players getting rather close to being able to click up to the next age. Both players lacking the buildings, however, committing fully onto water here.
Eltrevador, though, with a potential difference maker. He's queuing demo ships. A lot of them. I dig it.
One already on the field.
Yep. I mean, honestly, demos plus pulling back the weak ones to repair are the pro moves on water. Besides that, you kind of just produce and patrol in.
Good demo, too. Not the greatest, but a good demo.
I think it impacted like 3 ships or something. Definitely good. As the numbers are dead even. Eltrevador with an eco lead, that's probably attributable to the fact that he didn't invest so much in fish or lose any fish. As just send the demo forward, man. This is looking so juicy.
And there's another demo behind this. Will do great work as well. And this is really good work with demos here, as the fight is pretty even still.
Yeah, defender's advantage though, man. Oh no, Eltrevador is getting cleaned up. He retreats a little bit late. You know, so long as they're within 3 military units of each other, either player can just pull back to their docks, wait for 1 more round, and have a numbers advantage.
Yeah, and the Byzantines' faster firing really playing into effect here, I feel like. With demos still able to hold out here, the KD is actually in favor of Eltrevador here, as there's no patrol. This is a bad spot here, as the...
No patrol for either player. Very weird.
And 3 demos. 3 demos. One will get 1 ship, won't do all of the damage necessary, and then another 1 for 1. Oh. A lot of low HP here for Eltrevador, but he has the numbers and is taking more of a favorable fight, but he needs to run back now. He could lose everything. Oh, he's going to take the fight. Castle Age is on its way. He will lose all of his ships.
That is really rough. For the first time, Eltrevador is at a very clear numbers disadvantage. He's clicked up to Castle Age, though. I mean, at this point, you have to decide whether or not you want to fight for water or give it up. Like, losing water in Castle Age in a deliberate manner isn't necessarily the worst thing. You can make up for the eco difference by pivoting to land. You can, like, perhaps drop a defensive castle so you don't get raided too hard.
That's a significant number of minutes faster here, though. And this is going to be big. the upgrade will come in. These demolition rafts, which is fully queued, all demolition rafts at the moment. Even losing the fish here, I think, is worth it to save those numbers right now. And the fish did a lot of work for it. One demo pops out and a fire ship. He's going to have to send more as here they come. And, oh, beautiful. Beautiful shots.
Yep. With the tech advantage that Castle Age will give him, I think that Eltrevador can take this back.
Yeah, this is very well done. Very well done.
Yeah, a little bit too much commitment to demos. You need like a few normal ships there to fight once the demos do their work.
I agree. But it was very well done. He did take out a lot of numbers. 2.5 minute lead into this age. Fire galleys queued, and no doubt there will be an update or upgrade coming. Really curious if we see anyone go out to wall and try to secure a position on the map. And
I think they're still both fully. They must both still be fully focused on the water fight. But where is the like Castle Age ship upgrade for Eltrevador? All right, here it comes. He's down significantly in numbers, but if he waits for that upgrade to fight, I think he'll be in okay shape. I don't know what he's doing coming forward here. Maybe he's trying to debate the enemy back to his docks.
Actually, we have fishing ships queued behind us for Captain as well, so he's feeling quite confident here, unless it was a misclick. There is the upgrade, and these ships in comparison are so much better, with 20 more HP, and what is this, 2 more Pierce armor?
Yeah, they're probably worth like 1.5 ships each. Maybe just take the fight. Queuing the fishing ships, I don't know if it's overconfidence or what, but if you're Captain Thomas here, I don't know how you feel comfortable queuing a non-military unit.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was a misclick, because that really hurts. He's going to be able to let his opponent jump back into the fray here and keep his numbers closer than they should be. I know, there's a beautiful demolition ship headed right for the ships.
Oh, the Castle Age demos just do so much damage to the fires. Eltrevador, he's again in a fine position, but I don't know if he did enough. Captain Thomas is still ahead in absolute numbers.
And these ships,
he has Byzantines, man, so he has a natural civ advantage.
Has to run and try to keep these alive until this upgrade comes in. And when it comes in, he'll have the advantage by a few numbers, not many. And the HP is significantly lower for him at the moment, but there it pops up, and he will have more HP. Fishing ship there as well, unfortunate. Grab all those, but it turns out to be pretty good for him still.
Honestly, I think this is the most balanced water fight we've ever seen on this map. I think by this phase of every single other game we've seen this tournament, water has been decided.
I agree. And a demo coming forward. There are a lot of low HP ships here. If it finds contact, it could be huge. There we go. Beautifully played. And another very close position. More demos. 2 more demos coming forward. Oh, so many ships going down.
Yeah, so weird that Captain Thomas hasn't learned from his opponent that demos work, as Captain Thomas somewhat stubbornly continues to queue only fires as Eltrevador seems to be taking the water.
Now, one hell of a fight here for both of these guys. We do have a second TC and a third town center now being added behind this for the captain, who does have a slight villager lead. Careening coming in as well at the moment. See if that plays into effect. No additional TCs. Gold mine starting to dry up at home here, and will be relocated for Eltrevador now. Demo doesn't really do a whole lot here, and really curious as to when we see players start to shift. As Careening coming in for Eltrevador. Both players just playing this so close to the vest here. Another demo is here, and it does good work.
These demos are the only thing keeping Eltrevador in this whatsoever.
It is. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen a 4th dock added from either or both players at this point, to be honest. But ultimately, it looks like Eltrevador is going to slightly win water here with this big fight. And I mean slightly. We're talking like 30, 40 HP at the moment.
Yep, though through all of this, you know what? Those fishing ships are actually making a difference. Captain Thomas is taking a pretty considerable eco advantage, and he's looking pretty close to that Byzantine Imperial clique.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very decisive factor as well. If we get up and there's Byzantine fast fires, I don't know if there's anything Eltrevador can do to hold on to that. He's invested everything into this. He has so much invested into water, and his KD is significantly higher right now, with most of it being military. Only a few eco KDs for both sides, being the fishing ships. But
And
the
Eltrevador, dude, or Captain Thomas, he's letting his military queue sit a little. It looks like he's almost waiting for Imp, forgetting that he has the Byzantine's cheaper Imp.
he does need his buildings as well, so he doesn't have any of the buildings to click up at this moment. So even if he is waiting, it's more of a mistake than it is a benefit at the moment. Another demo is forward here, and it will hunt down some ships here, and does decently. Not great, but ultimately, Eltrevador's not going to complain. The macro behind this, though, has been much, much better here for the captain to keep up with all of this.
Indeed, as Eltrevador's also kind of distracted attacking the docks some. He's had like kind of the numbers needed to totally clean up Captain Thomas on water for a while. He's choosing to focus the docks. I mean, it's not a horrible idea. You know, this could be really interesting, man. It looks like Eltrevador's going to win water, but Captain Thomas, for once, is actually going to be a player who's on land only with a huge eco advantage as well. So
Yeah, it's really weird. It's going to be very interesting as another demo comes in. God, so many demo shots here. Demolition ship coming out here for the captain as well. Maybe the only way to save himself on water. Will probably take a really good engagement here as well. Although all these ships are pretty full HP. Oh, it's going to be two demos at once and a third coming. So he's going to potentially clean this up, as these are huge demo shots, to be honest. Might even have saved himself. Might keep himself on water for the time being. All the ships for Eltrevador not forward. We'll only have one dock, I guess, so.
Yeah, not a chance. Eltrevador at this point has one water. Captain Thomas needs to pivot. With the loss of water, he also abruptly loses 6 fishing ships, so his eco advantage is sapped a bit. He's still looking at a 20 vil advantage with a lot more resource in the bank. Eltrevador, for the first time in this map that I've ever seen, is a player who's winning water but is possibly at the disadvantaged position.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be so far behind in eco here. And yeah, Diablo says it in chat. If he drops a castle on the shoreline, he can easily win back water. He's actually going to redock in the north already with no castle. Almost has the stone for it. The captain already on his way to the Imperial Age. Wheelbarrow coming in as well. Economy upgrades are equal, other than that wheelbarrow is about to come in. But man, losing water never felt so good, I think, here.
I'm sure Captain Thomas feels some panic and urgency. Both of these players must be uncomfortable with their positions.
I think he's going full castle. He's adding 2 stables, getting the plate skill barding armor, and has 2 transport ships prepared.
It is a winning play. I love it. If he runs a bunch of knights into the enemy's base, he can equalize the eco difference, and with that, be in a decisively favorable position.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know about this. Byzantine camels being cheap could play a factor here. If we see it, there are 4 transport ships here. This is as all in as you can go on Castle Age play here now.
Yeah, someone should tell him, though, that I believe it's careening increases the transport capacity.
He already got careening.
So he's going to put 40 units in these ships. Are you sure?
I think maybe just a little bit too aggressive with the ships there. But the ship numbers, anyways.
He's up to 6. It's possibly actually a miscue at some point.
This poor monkey will die to a fire ship. It may be, but Imperial Age is so far away. I mean, it's not even funny how far away it is for Eltrevador here, as he's invested into knights here. Does have a market, and it looks like he's gonna sell a bunch of wood to buy some more food just to make more knights. It will be an ARB switch here for our Byzantine player. Does have fletching already, but no other upgrades in just yet. Fast
And
fire ship
Byzantine.
even as well.
Yep, and Byzantines also have a unique tech, Greek fire, that makes their fire ships even more powerful. I don't think numbers are going to save Eltravator here. Like, Imperial versus Castle Age Navy is domination, and I think Eltravator is going to probably lose water before he has a chance to really inflict damage on Captain Thomas.
I mean, even without the unique tech for the range, I mean, fast fire against fire ship still heavily favoring Captain's position here.
Yeah. And the eco lead, I mean, is just absolutely broken away. Eltravator, I guess, getting a little tunnel vision, forgetting to add TCs. I mean, he finds himself behind enough where even the most brutal night raid is not going to equalize this.
And the fast fires do come forward here. Thank you for the raid, Otter. 41 viewers coming in from you. Thank you. I do appreciate it, good sir. Good to see you again. This fight is brutal, though, and Eltrevador is going to be losing water. He's not even reacting here to this. And his transports are all here and may go down, as well as dry dock, submarine chemistry, all coming in for the captain here. And that is going to hurt. Yeah, DM is back. That's always going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think that we just saw the decisive fight there. Eltravator no longer has water control. That was the only thing he had going for him. These knights, I guess they're doing an okay raid, but the eco difference is just too much. Like, there's no chance this raid is going to come close to equalizing. I think Eltravator no longer has any advantage in this game.
Yeah, I mean, crazy good fight for water, and thanks, Otter. Do really appreciate it, man. Even if a bunch of Vills die here, Eltravator is still nowhere near clicking up. He's continuing to sell res just to buy food, and the market's at 196 gold for 100 food. Is in fact built upon itself here. Eltravator, blind tunnel vision, like you said, hurting him quite a bit here. And the fast fire play, the faster imp for Byzantines, the better macro behind this. Looks like the captain's going to take this game. Don't think there's a way back at this point, as we do see a lot of arbs or crossbows go down to knights here, but not a huge number, and arbalest upgrade not even in yet. These knights should go down, and Eltravator will know that this is on its way with what I will assume will be some sort of siege here in the near future.
I mean, at this point, Eltravator is deep into a hard-fought game. I expect him to go until Captain Thomas brings a killer army to his base. But yeah, realistically, I don't know, man. It's only 30 Vils difference. Eltravator could plausibly still do this. I don't want to call it too early.
It's still rough. I mean, I hope the best, and I hope to see a crazy comeback. That we have seen crazy things on this map, but being that he's not in Imp or anywhere near Imp, he has to produce military right now. He's lost all his water control. It's going to be extremely difficult.
Indeed, yeah. As you pointed out, I mean, it's difficult to imagine him getting to Imp, and without that, there's no chance he's going to be able to take good fights. His macro is not in a position where he can afford to idle for Imp. Yeah, Eltravator, recognizes the domination and just calls it.
Now the captain will move on here, and what a hell of a game. Honestly, it didn't look like he was this far ahead in the early feudal and late castle, even. It was so close on water. I mean, Eltravator actually won water fairly convincingly here to be going up against the Byzantine fire ship. Quite impressive on itself, but fishing ships stayed working for the captain, really giving him a bonus. Go there.
Yeah, I guess Eltravator was behind in fishing the whole time, and he won water for literally nothing. I mean, I guess he did a small landing and raid, but in the brief time that Eltravator had the water won, he didn't take an eco advantage. If anything, it just like caused him to overinvest into the wrong thing. Definitely a unique Cove game.
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of fun. Eltrevador will go down here. Captain Thomas will be moving on. And quite an impressive showing here. 2 great games for him. And be moving on. Face Origins. Next set will be a best of 5 between him and Origins of Symmetry. For everyone who's just joined the stream via the Otter One's raid, do appreciate you guys coming over. The Otter One actually participated in this tournament, was knocked out here. Did lose to the first seed. Good, valiant showing from him, though, and we appreciate. That's nice to have you all here. But we are going to spoil the sets that you have not seen. If you are interested in seeing it, I will throw the YouTube up there. There may or may not be a Game of the Year on Arena on YouTube, just saying. Might want to check that out. And if anyone is interested, we do have a additional bracket coming March 1st. It is the Open Division. We'll be able to play for what we anticipate being quite a substantial prize pool, which is already pretty good, but we're trying to up those numbers very much. Petitioning for that. We'll see what happens.
It is going to be a minimum of 16,000 Banano, or equivalent of more than $100 for first place, which should at least bring out some of the lower pros, if nothing else.
Yeah, and there's still time. We still have that won't start till March 1st is when the bracket will actually begin. So sign-ups until the end of February. If you are interested, now would be the time to sign up. But we are going to shift over here, update the bracket. So if you do wish to avoid spoilers, you've been warned. Now would be the time to say. Nonetheless, here we go. And we do have Captain moving on here, taking the set 2 games to none. He will play Origins of Symmetry. And the winner of that set will play Jabari here, who is also casting this match with me. Good luck to you all. We will have the set tomorrow between Asylum and Verstort, and we will see who will go up against Z here. Semifinals will be best of 7, same as the finals.
Wait, tomorrow we have Asylum versus Verstort?
Yes.
Are the games played?
They are not. Why I messaged you.
I have to fix the map tonight. They plan to play tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay.
But nonetheless, we will work something out for that and get things figured out. Whatever we have to do, we'll figure out. But we do enjoy our Monkey Scout, so we don't want to lose. But guys, nonetheless, I don't have anything else for you this evening. That was 5-6 games we just casted. So we will be sending...
It was 5 games, yes.
So we will be sending you guys on to someone else. If anyone streaming now that you rated with this beautiful number of viewers, please let me know. If not, I will just randomly select someone in the community, probably someone we haven't chosen, send you guys to before you're out here. But loads of fun, lots of games left to go. Really looking forward to seeing how this one works out. Crazy good sets, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that Cove game in particular really showed a new type of way that map can play out. Cove continues to surprise me, man. I'm very glad to have included it in the map pool.
Absolutely. That's been one of the favorites, honestly, and it's really been entertaining. We're going to go raid this guy. His name is Perry, it looks like. Don't know if anyone knows him, but he looks to be 1 or 1100 player. I'm going to go raid him and give him a nice surprise here. Do appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you come back, see what's going on here. Otherwise, guys, it's been fun. Jabari, anything in closing?
No, I mean, thanks so much for everyone who got here with the raid and has stuck around. Special thank you to Banano Hands. It's always nice to see people from the Banano community who aren't normally Age of Empires fans checking stuff out. And everybody who's here, yeah, Juicy alluded to it. pray that the Banano devs do grant us the funds, because I don't know, man. We're actually hoping that this can be an S tier event and get players like the Viper and stuff and all that other jazz that comes when there's a big prize pool. And I honestly think it would be huge press for Banano to be the first meme coin ever to sponsor an esports tournament. I think the AOE community is a pretty good one to have it. And even if we don't get it, we're going to still do the tournament. We probably won't get the big names, but it's still going to be a banger.
Thank you for the follow there, Potato Dude 3439. But we're sending you guys out. Have a good one. Good night. See you later.
Peace out. All right.